Hey Sam, how are we going? Looks to me a little one speed. As we're coming past the knees and trying to explode upwards, there doesn't seem to be a huge change in speed. Take a look. That to me is one speed. What I want to see is acceleration when you get to this position here. Okay, let's have a look a bit closer and see if we can work out what might be stopping you. Crease of armpit here, not quite. Crease of armpit, nice. Oh dear me, mate, come on. Nicely above the bar, look at that, perfect in terms of start position. Just a reminder, squeeze between those shoulder blades, open that chest as much as possible. Now take a look at the end of the bar, which at the moment is just about on the line, right at the bottom of the picture. As you come off the floor, notice how that bar has drifted forwards of that line. That curves slightly forwards, and now it comes back. What I want to see, instead of that bar going forwards of the line, is it coming back from the line. If it's going to come back from the line, then that's the indication that the knees are going back. At the moment, they're not going back enough. Those shins and knees from this start position need to be coming backwards. That bar also needs to be coming backwards off the floor. Okay, so because it's gone forward, you're now slightly over the toe. If I draw a line down now from where that bar is here, let me get the line. This is quite tricky to do because I'm at the bottom of the page. There we go. Now, what I'm looking at here is where that line cuts through your feet. You can see now that the weight distribution is being pulled forwards onto your toes. If it's on the toes, you're then going to have issues here where you result in swinging the shoulders back. That's what's there we go. That's what's happening. Shoulders have gone back, and you've got that moment where you're not even moving upwards, but the arms are pulling. Let's take a look at that again. So from here, shoulders go back now to compensate for being too far forwards on the toes. And your head, if we just put a line here on top of your head doesn't go up, but you're pulling, now you start to drop. There's a whole load of time wasted there where you should have been dropping. So here I want you extension drop, but you're pulling, then you drop. There's a couple of frames there where you continue to try and get the bar higher, and that is what's taking the speed off the bar. So that first comment that I made was that it looks all one speed. That one speed is happening because here you're leaning backwards, therefore the bar stops travelling upwards, your shoulders have gone that way, bar starts to go that way, then you correct the bar path by pulling with the arms, and that is what's taking the speed off the bar. If in this start position here, you can push with the legs and get the knees back a bit more, that will keep the weight on a flatter foot. As you pass your knees, you'll then be in a better position to explode, to jump, to accelerate upwards. If you can keep the arms switched off, you will be able to hit extension powerfully and drop rather than leaning and tugging, which once again is taking the speed off the bar. The other issue we've got is here, not quite extended at the knee. Again, you can't. If you start tugging and leaning and pulling with those arms, these legs here are not going to extend. In terms of actual position underneath the bar, pretty good. Just make sure you keep the chest high.